For those of you who want to keep working on your art, here are a few more things you can do. So some of you may have noticed that my light green that I started with, I switched to a darker green. Sometimes you can find another color that is in darker value, like these purples, and sometimes you can't. So you might just have to use a black pencil with that colored pencil. So what we know as artists is that darker areas will feel like they're further away. So if I want to think of this design and think of what's further away, this down here feels further away because it's further down. I'm taking this as kind of being the closest part to me. So that means I can make this darker, and you can see I did that a little bit with the green. I could go over it again, and I could just really watch this if I fill this area in so there is no white space at all showing through my pencil. It takes some time, but the effects, you can see it got darker. So I could do that, and I could gradually blend it up so I didn't see a hard edge or line. And it just takes going back and forth. This is what's called craftsmanship. Spending time making your art the best it can be and keep going back and forth. So that would be one way. And if you see I went all the way across the bottom like this, and I'm cross-hatching, going different directions to fill that white space in. And this back edge here is further away from me than this front edge. So I'm gonna also do that along the back edge because it's further away. And I'm going to blend it coming forward. Okay. Now I'm going to go around and do that with my colors that are similar, my green, my dark green, and my light green, and I can do that. That already starts to feel like that's further down, and I want this to feel really deep in here. So I'm going to go over all this and make this very dark green also. The other thing I can do is if I want this to look like it's straight down, I can use the direction of my pencil lines to make it feel like it's going down. If I color this way, it'll make it feel like it's going sideways. So by coloring vertically, I can make it feel like it's a more vertical space. Now, I'm just working on the green at this point, and I can do this with all the colors like I said, but I want to show you how I can use black over the top of this. So watch how if I just come in here, and again, this is going to be the area that is furthest away from me. So down here, so I'm just going to go over it lightly and add some black, just a shadow. So that's going to darken the value of that green. And I could do this over a lot of it, and I can do it over each of the colors. I'm going to get into this corner to make it look like it actually goes back. And I'm going to blend it a little bit coming forward. And as it gets down here, I'm going to make it even darker. Okay, so now this starts to feel like it's further away. I'm going to do the same thing in here because I really want to create that illusion of going down and into. So I'm going to use vertical strokes, and I'm going to fill this in, moving upward. And I'm going to go back in and fill this in a little bit lighter green as I go up. Now I've covered up those mistakes I made, and they're not nearly as noticeable. Now this back corner is going to be further away, so I'm going to make it a little bit darker than I had up here. And all of this is further away than this. So it's going to be a little bit darker. And I'm probably going to go back in with my dark green and put that over it. So I'm going to keep going here, but I'm going to speed it up so you don't have to watch it all in slow motion, or regular time, I should say, and watch how I can increase the value using this black to make things feel further away.